I'm hearing that you've awakened. You've awakened to a truth that they didn't want you to see. And I get this as wanting to keep you hidden from yourself, hidden from your blessings, hidden from others in their social circle or the workplace. And this could be a sense of by you stepping in, by you seeing you or others seeing you, you might see you, but it exposes their incompetence. That's like the main part of this message. And it feels like they did a lot of spinning the narrative or attempting to control a narrative. And this is as a result of like trying to prevent some sort of shortcomings of their own coming to the surface. So they kind of flip this as in, you're the problem. You're the one who lost their marbles, right? Really, they're playing games with you. And the divine is saying that you didn't lose your marbles. They wanted you to think that that you did, and they wanted others in a group. They wanted to convince others. And before accepting any lies as truth, consider the motivation. Who will gain from this lie? And who will heal from this truth? A lot of times we move in silence. A lot of times we take on the blame and the shame without speaking up on our own accord. Consider if it's time to advocate for yourself as a way to advocate for a group or an oppressed group or others. You're no longer meant to be a scapegoat for someone's ill will or preserve their ego, preserve their shortcomings. Like, there's no room for fragile egos, right? You're meant to break the mold. And if it means that you stepping into your light hurt some people's feelings, because you're not stepping into your light with ill intent, you're stepping into the light as part of your divine purpose, and that mirrors back to others parts of themselves they've ignored or chosen not to reevaluate or consider, right? It's like they just sat on the idea, they didn't implement it, something like this. The examples I was getting is like a coworker spreading gossip to gain like a leg up, or a member of the family speaking ill will on you or keeping you the scapegoat to deflect accountability from some abuse or keep abuse a secret, something like that. But you're no longer to blame, and you're not meant to hold on to what people throw at you as your own truth. And some of these scenarios might have been part of your divine purpose, as in you shattering illusions, you breaking. It's like if you're the newcomer in town, you bring forth new ideas, new awareness. And some people like status quo. It's like somebody in the workplace is like a slacker, but everybody thought that they were all right. But then like you came and raised the standards, right? Oh, the cat's at the door. Gonna have to wait. Just been in and out all morning. You might consider the quantum codes for life purpose. For peacefully stepping into life purpose: 79, 78, 726, 42, 88, 112, 823, 494, 7815, 72959. Need to be spaces in between those. Doors are opening for you. You're coming home to yourself. Meant to be stepping peacefully. Ooh, something new is about to begin. This could be like if you're in a relationship, there's been like a lot of toxicity, or like life's been getting in the way. It's time for date night. This could be if you've been holding on to a situationship, if you've been locked in that twin flame drama, it's time to like go out on a new date and accept new. Meant to like set some boundaries. And, you know, it's like, let the trash take itself out. If someone isn't stepping up, if someone isn't stepping in, like, you're in control. Maybe someone's blindsided. Again, this keeps coming up. Like, you gave someone a pass, you stayed silent, and now you're speaking up, and they're like, oh, wait, you mean that wasn't working the whole time? This could be you part of like a dark triad situation, and all of a sudden you're learning how to maneuver your way out of it. And maybe you're staying quiet with their manipulation. You understand that they're going to use finances, power play, and, you know, social slander, to try to keep you locked in, and you're just not having it. Like, they wanted to confuse you. They used something against you to keep you from opening up. This feels like that Anais Nin, like it hurt too much to stay small, right? You're meant for something new, something more. And you've made like there's, the rose has high frequency. There's a sense of innocence with this, with the impression that you made, with the messages you give, the way that you communicate with others. Maybe there's this new date, you're going to accept someone new, and it's going to be like mind-blowing how beautiful it is to open up in a healthy connection. How that you're going to give and receive communication equally. None of this like game playing and stonewalling, you know, spin you around. None of these games of confusion. Maybe you've been overburdened for a while, and now it's time for something new, even if that means like you stepping away. This feels like more of you stepping into your power. You know, this, I don't know why this heal today is feeling like someone trying to hurt you on the way out, but it could be because I was like reading about the dark triad. Maybe this feels more like, with this card, this feels like by you stepping in your power, right? You know how it works, like you have those meetings and you got to do like the check-in, and you could say very little about what you're doing, or you could say a lot. Like, a lot of times your work speaks for yourself, but maybe you're starting to speak up for yourself, and by you like speaking up for yourself and what you're doing, keeping it clean, that puts someone else in the hot seat who's actually like a slacker. Maybe others are sticking up for you behind the scenes to help you lighten your load, so you can make your dreams a reality. And maybe this is taking others by surprise, because they thought that they could control the narrative, not realizing like you're the gatekeeper, man. You're the gatekeeper. They're trying to use your resources for something. Instead, they just like, it's like if this was a romantic partnership, they played themselves trying to play you. If this is someone in the workplace, they were like trying to make you look bad. Instead, they made themselves look real bad. It was like on display. So there's something good that's come out of this, like exposing the villains. Someone might have tried to make you the villain in their story, but in fact, they're actually it. This is that manipulation tactic where like you speak up, they like spin it, and next thing you know, you're apologizing for something you didn't do, and like you're the one who's abusive, but really they are. It's all that like bullshit. You're meant for more than what they allowed. They tried to keep you down. They tried to keep you a secret. They tried to coax you into being something you're not. They tried to coax others in believing something about you that was not true. You got people paying attention. Maybe by these people talking smack, they really just brought more attention to their own behavior. And it's pretty obvious that you're a caretaker, that you think and care about others. I'm hearing others speak highly of you. You take messages, you take orders from above, not from, like, you might respect people in the workplace. You might respect the head of the table. You might respect, like, order of operations, but really your orders come from above, and that might be becoming increasingly clear. And people are watching the divine take the trash out. You're taking care of business, and you're going to find a moment to celebrate here. Maybe life is going to shift where there's going to be more celebration than strife. Maybe celebrating that you've overcome this BS. Maybe watch what you say, and maybe someone's trying to get you to drop your guard so that they've got some information on you to cause some drama. Because their wish is for you to act out a character. But you don't. You don't. You recognize that this is just their inner child woundings at play, and you take the high road. You can recognize the drama for what it is. Remember, they hate you because they ain't you. Or as a romantic partner who's jealous, whether this is someone in the workplace is jealous, this could be a parent jealous of you. There's something new coming in with love is how I see it. Or maybe it's like, maybe you're a catch. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Maybe somebody wanted you as a trophy wife. Maybe you were a late bloomer and somebody like slept on you. Take that rejection as protection. You're about to be picked up. You're not going to take breadcrumbs. Someone knows they fucked up. They're going to lose you if they don't step up, is what it looks like. Maybe they already lost you. Trash took itself out. Maybe you were meant to meet these cast of characters and deal with this drama because you initiated change, and maybe, like, part of their life purpose was to reflect on standing in right relationship with life and others and themselves. Like, this whole thing, like, the beginning of this message is they didn't want you to see yourself. It's like they're projecting out rather than looking at themselves. Silver lining. Maybe there's a song I was just listening to, Show Me My Silver Lining by First Aid Kit. Maybe there's something there in that song for you. They hate you, but they hate you, but they don't realize being a chosen one, it ain't easy. You take a lot of hits. And maybe that's it. They see you just keep getting up, and they're like, what? How is this happening? Not only do they see you getting up, they see you thriving. It's because you know how to stay in your lane. Ooh, that's it. You got some privileged people that aren't doing the work, that aren't behind the mission wholeheartedly, but they expect to be in a position of power, and they are abusing their position of power. Meanwhile, you're standing in your lane, you're getting the work done. Quietly working behind the scenes, just maybe you're the one that goes in your office and shuts the door and does your work, right? Maybe you're the one that sits at your desk and just does your work. Meanwhile, this person just expects to get that promotion, right? Maybe this is somebody in a traditional setup in romance that just expects that this is how the house runs. Clean the kitchen, bitch. I don't know. Something like that. I mean, it can work another way around where you got someone that expects a head of household that provide all the funds, but they just gonna sit around and complain. I don't know. Something like that. Somebody just, and that's been coming up. It's just this sense of entitlement without accountability. And it's like they want the authority, they want the powerful position, but they don't want the work. And they really don't have, like, the solid foundation, the knowledge behind it to step into this power. And that's why they're playing these games. And they don't want you to see yourself, because that means others could see themselves and they would lose their position. Oh, you stand on business and they know it. I'm going to leave it at that. You stand on business and they know it. And they're trying to get you to step out of character so they can go, see, I told you. See, I told you. In a romantic relationship, they're trying to like shift it so that instead of apologizing for and changing their behavior, you keep taking it on and you pull an emotional load, right? They want what's not theirs, but the divine's not going to let them take it from you. You're showing a new way. You're showing a new way, elevating this new earth code frequency, opening up this portal of information where your divine truth is meant to be seen. And it's going to, like, you didn't lose your marbles. They wanted you to think you lost your marbles. Well, someone's going to find your marbles and call these privileged people out on their bad behavior. All right, gonna leave it there. Please only take what resonates. Sending you lots of light and love your way.